purple season right now, because those people who have only purple units, they have just pre-picked them, and everyone who has gold has to pick them right now. So yeah, in the attack, quite tanky, with a lot of stalwarts and sergeants with spear, then some Orochis, some phalanx, and a bit cavalry, and it feels like a ton of green pikes, red pikemen. So we might see something like a ladder climb, but I think we've seen from Yabadi the first time in the CBL, and then some other teams tried it as well, because climbing with those green pikes can be really dangerous, because how do you deal with them? You can just kill one of them, and that's not too much of a problem, but if they stack up together and they get the bleed, and you just deal no damage at all.
Oh no,
And
it's rough.
yeah, and then on the other side, what can we see that? It feels like a totally different setup.
2 Senji, 2 Flames for a social experiment, and 1 Senji, 2 Flames for Wild Raiders.
Oh yeah, so 1 Shenji difference, but overall teams decided to go for 2 flames, which is great to see, because I just personally love to see flames. The attack went for a bit more purple, while the defense went for more gold, like Reapers or Cilladas. So we will have to figure out how those setups work against each other. I mean, both can work fine. I think flames will be a big difference maker. I think the Shenji of the defense can do a bit more damage onto the attack, because the attack is a much more those units like stalwarts that can be just thrown over with Shenji grenades and killed with them,
Yes.
while the defense has a ton of like Reapers. You can reduce the defenses though of the Reapers, but you just can't kill them or seal it us. They are just too tanky for that stuff. So I think the Shenji of the defense, having 2 of them, that can be really valuable.
Based on the positioning of the defenders' units, I'd say we might see a wall hold. Yeah, they're going up on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, first trap already out from Wild Raiders to get at least some of their default artillery from the defense. Probably we will see another trap. Here we go, next trap going onto the units of the defenders. Oh, and
They all make it in.
We got some connections, but not too much.
They killed a singular stalwart.
That's not the value you want from a trap, I can tell you. That's just not the value. And I mean, the positions of the defenders, those are great. I didn't even know you can go up there and behind that building. But you can. Now everybody knows it, everybody will abuse it, but that's a good position. Trap safe and artillery safe. And in case you need to get out, you have 2 sides, I think, to get out. So you can't even be locked inside and just killed there.
Looks like the defenders mostly had focused this middle left tower. It's almost going to go down.
Oh, yeah. Feels like it. So that would leave the attackers with the right and the left siege tower, but not the middle one. So they would have
the
to
Artie's
push
dead.
from...
Can they kill it?
Oh, maybe a musket? They don't have a musket. I don't see a musket at all.
That tower will land.
Oh my god. They would have to use something like a Shenji throw or something to bring that tower down.
They did exit Senji over. They have brought this.
Oh boy.
Is it going to throw in time?
But no, that can't make it, can it?
Nope, it made
Does it? Oh, and that's painful for the defense. Definitely not what they were hoping for. Ram also at the gate. Oh, okay. 10 minutes 35 left, and we already have the first siege tower at the walls. The other two will also make it, so I think we will have everything prepared for the attack at the 10-minute mark, and then we will see our first engagement. And I would assume we will see the first engagement with the left and middle siege tower we can see on the screen right now, because usually you just tend to go up those, but maybe Wild Raiders will also decide to just go straight through the gate and towards the defender's supply point, just to make sure they can't use that one for themselves. But we will have to wait and see, because everything can happen here as the last 2 siege towers are about to mount the walls.
Honestly, I would like to see Wild Raiders have somebody just go in and take that supply.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, at least one hero.
Just say, you don't have to be a unit, just send a hero.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to block that supply. Absolutely a must-have. And if you get that one, you can just push the walls quite easily because you have a supply. You can pull new units and the enemy can't. I mean, respawn timers are quite short, but in the end, you just want to have that
full commission to this one tower.
Oh yeah, that might be painful. I'm not sure about what.
We've
what to think
seen
about
this
that.
last week when teams try to go up a singular tower on Sun City. It just doesn't work when the Sendis are in play.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the defense, they will be setting up the Shenjis in a good position.
Here we go. They're beginning to split up
right now. Oh yeah. And we will probably see one flame on one tower, or the unit flames on one tower, and the Shenjis on the other one, just to make sure both towers have specials on it. From the defense, I can only see flames from the attack on the middle tower. I'm not sure if they rotated. Nope, they're still on the middle tower. The left tower is full with tanky units, just to make sure they can hold on for quite a long time. And it feels like the defense is almost fully committing towards the middle siege tower.
They'll probably look to stall the one in full. Oh, through the gate. Here we go. Everyone through gate.
Yeah. And
this is what I talked about. We're flipping the map. The attackers are the defenders.
Oh, and like that, they are not even going to supply. They're going straight up the stairs, so we have a pinch onto that siege tower just to make sure they can go up that siege tower. That's just massive. So many heroes here already. Trap coming in. Oh, and it hits. Perfect. Good place trap. You can just see every defender just waiting for the trap to end, and that can be dangerous because now there might be the first fight coming, but it feels like White Red is setting up just defensively just to make sure they can place more and more traps like here, but the Shenji throw.
Oh, the flames get away with all still alive.
Oh yeah, and here we go. Engagement in flames from the defense, shooting in very strong, but also the attackers with the flames. I can't really tell who will win it. The fight on the siege tower is also being played here. And the Shenji from the defense can get another throw that might be devastating. And you can just see how much damage those Shenjis can do. Trap is being placed, but the tower is catching a lot of those balls. And it feels like the defense is getting the upper hand here.
They've won this fight. The Senji were just too much.
I mean, you have talked about it before. The Shenji's just throwing in. You just can't let the Shenji do that because they are so extremely devastating. But right now it feels like Wild Riders, they want to just go in again with the respawners.
Honestly, it's probably the best. They have quick respawns that Social Experiment haven't pulled new units yet.
Oh, and a unit of cavalry at the main gate. That one might catch some heroes of the defense off guard.
Lots of cav coming in to get these heroes trying to repull here.
Oh, yes, and here we go. First unit of cavalry, only green cavalry going in, but that one is dealing a ton of damage. And you can just see it here. The fight on the ground is going on. Oh, they pulled a
Orochi. The Orochi, stop it.
Oh, yes. But in the end, that was a huge time waste here, and we might see a rush onto the siege towers. Will we see it? We see a ton of more cavalry now. Tanky cavalry, really expensive cavalry.
This is what we talked about. They needed somebody to block the supply. This whole group wouldn't have been able to repull.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what we meant before. The stalwarts now in position. They will counter a ton of cavalry. But it feels like the cavalry is breaking through, and that's a good cavalry gameplay here. Another unit of cavalry coming in, and that's just wiping the defenders. Here we go. Beautifully done. And like that, A point is about to be captured. One siege tower is still being blocked, but that block won't last for long. But you said it. You said it. If the defenders wouldn't have had this supply point, that fight wouldn't have been that expensive for Wild Raiders. They would have just been able to fully win this. And the Orochi, why are they just running next to the other units and not doing something? Now the abilities come out, but they are just wiped so easily.
Social Experiment is recommitting back down. They're not letting up.
Absolutely. I mean, cavalry is still coming in, but stalwarts should be able to deal with it quickly. Will Social Experiment try to hold the supply? I mean, they still have it. It's about to be captured now, but they still have one hero there. It's blocking the supply. But no, okay, he's falling back. That's not a recommitment to that one. And it feels like, at least from the units on top, White Raiders have a quite decent unit lead here.
Wild Raiders have 192 tier 1 units, so kind of take that into thought.
Yeah, that's exactly the 200 lead they have right now, so that's about an even unit.
But they're going to catch a unit of Phalanx out.
The Phalanx too far in the front, so the Dagger X can go into the blob, but I think that Dagger X charge was not doing much. The it's not Cutilius. What unit is it? I don't even know. But that charge was massive. Yeah, probably Yeoman. That charge was massive.
Cool, DB does respond to it.
Oh yeah, home point. I'm on the 4th captured, but feels like they respawn, and that unit now account for Wild Raiders is going down so quickly. It feels like they are losing their units without any fight back. Trap is good though. That one will deal.
Dagger Axe flank. Gotta get caught by Phalanx.
That's painful, and there's more cavalry from Social Experiment, and they are just clearing that one on the endpoint. One unit of Phalanx trying to deal with the sergeants with spear, but they don't even have to win this fight. They just have to block it long enough so they can get rid of the Phalanx, and they do. Trap is coming in, doing some damage here. And this fight feels like it's already over.
I think Wild Raiders just went a little bit too quickly there. They saw that Phalanx and their units got caught out because they were too, as we say in North America, they were too snaked. I don't know what people call it in other countries, but we say they're too snaked, so they were just a little too spread out.
Yeah,
they were all there for the commitment.
The human charge was just so massive. One alone killed like 60-70 units, and that just opens so much space for the rest of the units. They just fully committed. Social Experiment full sent it in that fight, and they got the victory here. And now unit numbers are almost even, but you've mentioned the 192 gray units before, and you
I'm
can see it.
Gonna say this, if you press C, this doesn't look good for Wild Raiders.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's 86 tier 5 versus 142 tier 5, and then even a bigger split between the two with 81 to 195, which is just so incredibly much. How do you come back from that, Wild Raiders?
Now, I've said it though, this is Harbour City. They win one fight. If they can win this fight, it could win the game.
Yeah, and they still have Shenji and Flames, while I don't see anything of that on the side of the defense. So cover the Flames, cover the Shenji.
No,
don't let them run in the front.
Alone. They're alone.
What are you doing? Wild Raiders, those are your key units. You can't let that happen.
They got scared of mid-street. They're down to 3 Flames.
Another
and only 5 Senji.
Coming in. That one. Oh, massive. Once again, the Flames in the back will deal with quite a lot of the defenders' units, but they're getting pushed from 2 sides. They should have just committed to that corner. Why were you running away? Just leaving your specials alone. That one was too much of a rotation here. You can't just expose your specials like that. But endpoint. Oh, endpoint. Halfway through. A bit more. What's sitting on end? Okay, that's only a short sword.
It's just a short sword, yes. Thought maybe he could sneak it without anyone noticing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good try, but in the end, it doesn't really matter too much. Poleg's about to be finished off. There we go. And that's just a GG's Social Experiment with a good defense. I mean, it was kind of lucky. Wild Raiders overextended that much on the one unit of Phalanx, but in the end you have to have some kind of luck and then react to that one, because I think Social Experiment, they had just a perfect reaction. they deserve this victory.
100%. Social Experiment played this very well. I think I'd like to see Wild Raiders block some supplies a little more. I don't think I've seen them block a single one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, not blocking the supply while you're pushing onto A, that's just a big mistake. You only need one hero for that. He can go for a flank on the left-hand side then with maybe a quick unit. And you don't need more. You can send him with green pikes. We have seen green pikes in those fights. Just send one of those green pikes to the supply and then go for a flank. That would be massive. Or maybe just let him stand there. The defense will come to him and try to get some units, so he will have massive value. Here we go. One last desperate push of the attack. I don't think that will change anything, but let's see. Trap is good. That trap could hit a ton of the defense. Here we go, trap in. Oh, and that's quick reaction of Social Experiment, but still catching some of the heroes off guard. Supply is about to be captured. Nope, that's just easily blocked here. The attackers are trying with their last units, but
this exact push would have liked to have seen earlier. It's just a little too late for it.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. You can see it here. The supply might be even captured, but oh, there's a flank. Flank just coming in. The Halberdiers will take care of the Reapers, though. Those Halberds can be quite strong against units like Reapers, but jeez, they just break through. No chance for the back to hold on. The supply still blocked, and like that, last units of Wild Raiders are about to be wiped here. Trap is coming in, but that's all she wrote here. Wild Raiders, they are just wiped out. 96 units left. That's GG's. Last heroes of Wild Raiders on the way to the endpoint, but what are those three heroes about to do? You just can't really do something against the sergeants. And yeah, I mean, you really can't do something against the sergeants if there are
just kill you.
15 heroes. Yeah, probably, but compared with, together with 15 heroes, that's just definitely too much for one hero to handle. 50 more seconds, but I think we all know how this one ends. There we go. Nodachi being finished off. Spear trying to do something quite agile here. I'm surprised to see a Spear doing that good, but I think if you want to play Spear in the competitive scene, you have to be a really strong.
So if you want to play Spear, you have to know how to play Spear. Like, there's no good average. You have to be good.
Yeah, you have to be one of the best, absolutely. Because if you are not, you can't play it. You can't play it in competitive. That's just too weak. There we go. Two poleaxes being finished off immediately. Blue Blade trying to get away, but match is over, and like that, first match goes to Social Experiment 1-0. Good job from them. Let's go over the heroes. On the left, Wild Raiders. MVP of the match with a huge amount of unit kills, 179, is the Spear. Q8 GB. That's massive. I mean, he's a Spear. Did you ever expect the Spear to be that good? Probably, because Spear players are kinda good at what they are doing. But, I mean, that's impressive. And then the most support points go to H-Mood. I don't know how to say those names, to be honest. Then next is most damage taken, and the most contribution points also all going to Wild Raiders. But in the end, those didn't really matter, as Social Experiment, they have MVP with 9 hero kills and 236 unit kills. What did he do with his chamber? Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a lot of green in there, but still good job. And then we have Chonk with 8 hero kills, and who is Mavedin with 7 hero kills. Also good job to those. I think we can look at the analyze how this match was played. Oh yeah, Stars, I think we knew how this one would look.
Yeah, you can see it. Social Experiment won the first fight. Wild Raiders brought it back with the second. And then, unfortunately, it just trickled all Social Experiment's favor the rest of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd love to see the one blue spike here because it says Wild Raiders didn't get completely wiped. I mean, I think this blue spike could have been even higher if they would have blocked the supply previously. But in the end, it was good. It was a good try going in with the cavalry. That was exactly as they planned it. Good executed. And I mean, that's a good sign. But in the end, overcommitting at the second fight and then being completely wiped in the end, that was just painful to watch. And you can just see there how big the difference was in unit kills. Troops killed from Wild Raiders were 1,119 against the 1,738 from the Social Experiment, and hero deaths are even crazier with 60 to 28. That's just so many heroes dying. Everyone from Wild Raiders, was dying 4 times average.
Yeah. We got Wild Raiders looks like they're more favoring purple, where SE is favoring gold again.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see the special units. Social Experiment, once again, we're going for 2-2, 2 flames, 2 Shenji. While Wild Raiders, they are going 1 flame, 1 Shenji, and then I see 1 Varang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting indeed.
I mean, that's a change for sure. And I see 1 unit of Modao. Did we see that one in the first match as well?
No, I don't think we saw any Modao.
I also don't think so. The guys
I'd like to see more of it, to be honest with you, across these comps.
Yeah. I mean, they are quite tanky. They can stop cavalry. They don't die that easy to heroes.
Since their recent buff on Thursday, or whatever the update day was, they do everything. They're back to like release mode now. They'll kill infantry.
Really? I have to play Modao. I just love the animations of them, to be honest. I just love playing them only because they're on animations. I think they're so cool when they brace. I just love that animation. I just unlocked Modaos at a moment where they were not playable, but I just absolutely wanted to have them because of the animations. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. They can be garbage. I just want to click that one button, have them spin the pikes and make that cool animation. I just absolutely love that one.
I believe they now get their defense buff when they brace almost instantly now, versus it took like 5 seconds. It's one of the big changes with them.
That's crazy. And I mean, they can stack up the defenses quite a lot when they brace, so that's also something many people forget. If you have them on the field long enough, they get like 500 more defenses and everything. And then...
I want to say that's a mistrap.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to say that was not where that was intended.
If they didn't want to break that specifically, it was a mistrap. Let's just say they planned that. They just want to have that, I don't know, it's not even a building, but wood structure gone to have better trap spots in the end game. I don't know.
Another team full focusing this middle left tower, but they're doing it a little more efficiently.
Oh, absolutely, and not only a little more efficiently, that tower is almost gone, it feels like.
It should fall on these Hawaii shots.
Yeah. Oh boy. That one's gone. good job from Wild Raiders. Better start in their defense than we've seen on the side of Social Experiment. So good start, good stuff here. Seeing Wild Raiders do at least that one good, and I mean they didn't completely misplay their attack, so I would love to see them just be on point now.
I would love to ask them if they're the team we end up interviewing, is if they saw Social Experiment completely almost destroy their left tower and thought that's something we should do too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that would be interesting. That tower we are looking at right now made it barely to the walls, but it did it.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, we will have 2 towers mounted at the walls, and that's a good start for Social Experiment. They are already pushing the 3rd one, so I kinda expect them to reach the walls with it. But one thing I can see right now, there's a big difference in my opinion, it's the RAM. Nobody's pushing the RAM, which is a big mistake in my opinion. It kind of feels like you want to have the gate open, because then you can go easily for the supply and do exactly what we were talking about before.
I think SC is going to hero break the supply.
The gate, you mean?
The gate. Wow, yes, the gate. You said so. Wow. Yeah, they're going to hero break the supply. Be impressive if we can do that now.
I mean, you can, I think, damage supplies, but I think they have, like, infinite health.
Wild Raiders they've fallen back to fight this.
If they do so, I would be surprised.
They're no longer on the wall. They're all back.
Why? You just get baited, it feels like. Oh! No, they are defending back there. That was their initial plan, I think.
They have no intention to defend A. They're just stalling time.
That's great. That's I just love to see that so much. Oh my god, just beautiful. Just bait the enemy. Social Experiment. They wasted like 3 minutes now to make sure they get the tower to the wall, and now they are like not able to use it at all.
Think about it. If you're on the side of SE, they destroy your tower. Everything points to an A defense, and then they're just not there. Like, look at them. They're all grouped up on this tower. They're going to go up together, and they see the heroes here. They're expecting units, and nothing's here.
That's just beautifully done. Just still wasting time. How? Social Experiment. You have to be faster. Just go in. Now. Thank you. And that's a clean A point cap, but so late in the round. Just those heroes will be able to escape, and
begs the question that I don't know. Can Senji reach where these units are set up at?
I would say absolutely not. Not at all. But I might be mistaken.
I personally have no idea.
I would say no, because the stairs are not high enough in Senji's. They should not be able to reach there. That's what I can say. They should not be able to do that. But like I said, I might be wrong.
Asi says no, they're going to rotate to the other side?
Yeah. Social Experiment is going to the other side, and like that, they will completely avoid that supply point, and we will probably see a push down the stairs and then turn immediately left to go to the defender's endpoint, supply point, and I mean,
honestly, I'm surprised to not see Wild Raiders completely rotate this way.
I'm not sure what the Wild Raiders are planning, because usually I would expect the rank to already shoot, to be in a position where they can already shoot, and
They're going back down the tower. They're going to that far right gate.
Oh no, that's such a narrow way, but look at this. All the heroes are still on the top, so you shouldn't really see it on the minimap, but it feels like Wild Raiders, they are seeing it.
That's because they keep having heroes poke out the front gate. Right now, MVP just went out. They're seeing this. All these units are moving.
That's just so massive. Because Social Experiment, that's one of the things unexperienced players don't really know about competitive, is you can trick the enemy with having all the heroes on one point, because the hero marks are just so big.
They've caught some heroes.
That's one hero dead from the defense, more committing.
Oh,
Spear dead as well. Cleave.
The Glaive dead. That's could be that. I hate to say that could almost be a match.
That's just 15 versus 12. That's just huge. And you can see it here, Social Experiment immediately capitalizing that lead in heroes, going in, trap onto that Varang, hitting very well. And I also like that one.
I will say about harangues, that unit, that hero has no unit kills probably with him. So those harangues aren't really hitting that hard.
Yeah, and I mean, you can see it right now. Flank coming in from Wild Raiders. They want to make it quick, but the back is braced with 2 times stalwarts. The flames are perfectly in position, being dived right now from a poleaxe, but those are so many units here from Social Experiment. Can Wild Raiders break through? They go in with a flank of Feroci, being faced with stalwarts, but the front is just being wiped here. Social Experiment with this 3-hero lead, they are doing their job really well, but the cavalry, once again, cavalry flank massive here into the back, and still Social Experiment in the lead. And like that should be game already. I mean, that fight is massive.
SC is already beginning to pull and head straight to this home point, where most of Wild Raiders is not even alive yet.
Oh yes. Oh, the Chainer chasing the poleaxe, but not making it. So that hero will be alive for a bit longer, but you said it. Social Experiment already on the move to the endpoint. Wild Raiders, they are not ready for this defense. Stalwarts will set up in the front, and breaking through that is hard.
A couple of heroes already going to fall for Wild Raiders on the home point. So Summer is fully set up here. Flames, Senjis, this looks like an impossible task to push back into. Yes.
The Flames just once again beautifully shooting in here. Wild Raiders are just getting wiped here, sandwiched from the side also with the Reapers, and the Flames shooting in. Cavalry flank, massive cavalry flank, beautifully done. Cavalry from Wild Raiders can't really break through, and that should be GG's. I don't see them come back to this here at all. I mean, what are you going to do here? What are you going to do? You just can't do anything.
There's nothing.
And you said it before, one fight can decide the whole match, and that's exactly what we have seen.
Harbour City is one of those maps.
Yeah, I mean, the Wild Raiders, they had no chance. That was nothing like misplay or something. The misplay was having those 3 heroes die in the beginning, but
that's ultimately what cost them the game. It was those heroes dying, and they just called push off of it.
Yeah, and I mean, then respawning, they had no chance to come back to that match earlier than they did right here, and it was just way too late. At one fight, and you can see it here. Oh my goodness, let's start from in the defense here, because that's something I want to talk about. You can see it here. Almost, I say almost, everyone with a B or C tier rating, most of them B tier. And the highest unit kill count is 50 from Snowax.
Ooh.
He's the dual blade on the right.
Yeah, okay, I see it now. Sorry. The leaderboard being A's and S's at the bottom, it's messing with my head.
That's confusing, yeah. Oh yeah, and then, I mean, MVP is been our lead for Wild Raiders. He did contribution points and 1 hero kill.
Contribution points, yeah.
And that's it. I mean, even the MVP being like, okay. I mean, 19 unit kills. I don't think you were really able to do more in that kind of fights, but that's just painful. That's just so extremely painful. And then let's look to the other side. Also, Social Experiment, they didn't kill too much. I mean, the fight was almost only one single fight and then some slaughter in the end on the endpoint. MVP Simon Walhalla with 112 unit kills in that short period of time. That's massive. I mean, he killed a full unit of dagger eggs, quite a lot of phalanx, started with spear and a bit more. That's massive. 2 hero kills from him, and then, I mean, most other hero kills are Angel, Kiwi, and Prinate. They are all with 3, but and Chonk, the B+ being higher than most of the S-rated players. That's just crazy. What are those scores? How is he up there?
That's why I laughed when we came in here. I looked at the leaderboard. I'm like, what am I looking at?
I think the big difference is the support points. I mean, look at those S-tier players, how many support points they have. And it feels like in the new rating system, support points are like, nah, they don't count. But yeah, let's head it over to the post-battle analysis. I think we will figure out that point system later on, and we can see it here. First fight, beautifully done. Good amount of unit kills from Social Experiment. Wild Raiders struggled to fight back, but I mean, the bigger advantage for Social Experiment was the early push to the endpoint, and you can just see it here. Wild Raiders, they were desperately trying to push onto that point, but they were just too late. They had to throw everything they had into it, and like that, you're not getting the best unit trades. You're just like trying to get to the point, and that's just not going to work. And you can see it here. It's like 2.5 times, maybe 3 times the amount of unit kills from Social Experiment than Wild Raiders was able to achieve. And also, I mean, look at heroes killed, 2062. 2 heroes killed in the whole match from Wild Raiders.
Yeah, you are never going to win any competitive game in CB without killing heroes.
Yeah, you just can't, because your enemies will always be able to control their units, help their units with their heroes, and you're like that. Your units are running around like headless chicken, and you are not supporting them at all. That's not going to work. But let's head back to